Okay, I got 3 words for you. Wood, turquoise, and epoxy. I figured it would be neat to combine those 3. So I got this idea because I recently picked up a piece of Hollywood, which is very light in color, which made me think of sand, which made me think of water. And I figured turquoise stones would contrast nicely. And then I got some seashells, because, yeah, why not go all out? And that's what I've got to work with, along with epoxy. So why not? I think it could be cool. Don't you think? Yeah, let's do it. So my plan here was to route out slightly different depths, because I wanted to create this rather organic feel. So some sections would be wider, some would be more narrow, and the depth would vary as well. So I went over it a couple of different times with the router at different places and did some plunge cuts, and it worked out pretty good. And then I figured the turquoise stones that I have are maybe a little bit big, and if I wanted to fill these rivers up a bit, I need to crush them, or at least some of them. And I also thought it would be nice to combine the turquoise with some regular white stones. So I went looking in my driveway, where there were a surprising amount of beautiful stones hidden, I thought. So I began with sealing off all the rivers with cardstock and hot glue. Total Boat Epoxy Resin here. Just debating about my technique here. I think what I'm gonna do is first put a little bit of the stones on the board, and then add a little bit of epoxy, kind of mix it around, kind of do it in layers. I started kind of cautiously, but then just added all the stones, the whole ones, the crushed ones, the seashells, and I had crushed up some of the seashells as well, and I kind of like the look of those, a little bit different. And of course this is kind of finicky work. I mean, you could spend a long time if you wanted getting the stones and everything just perfect. Now I don't have the patience for that. However, I did use a slow hardener in the epoxy, so I believe it said on the container that you had 40 minutes of working time when it's kind of in a gel state, which is, you know, it's a long time. Kind of excited how that's going to turn out. I was trying to not make the bumps too high, you know, because I realized I'm going to have to sand those down. But there's still a couple of areas that are slightly high, so just going to do a lot of sanding. But I'm pretty happy about the way this turned out. Since there are some bumps, I'm using a file first because I think anything else would just rip the sandpaper apart right away. So if you were to do this at home, I recommend make sure you have no bumps at all. So this technique worked out pretty good. I got all the sharp bumps removed with the file, and then I moved on to the belt sander, which is pretty effective. And I did break, I don't know, like 3 papers, which I don't think is too bad. And wow, this holly is quite hard. It's hard to sand, and I spent a lot of time sanding this project. I would say, you know, a couple of hours I spent sanding this one. And one thing about the seashells is that whenever a shell broke open, you know, there's air inside. So I had to add some more epoxy. And I actually did that 3 different times when I was sanding in between. Now, for a finish, I was debating about what to use. I wanted to keep the wood as light in color as possible, so here I'm testing shellac to the left, and then I added water-based polyurethane on the right. And the shellac was actually the lightest in color, so I went with that. Plus, I really like shellac. It's a natural product, and it dries so quickly, and it just usually comes out very nice. Oh, and here you can really see the rivers pop. I was debating about how fine to sand the board, mostly because I really wanted that glass-like finish on the epoxy. But I actually stopped at 220 grit, and it looks great. I really like it. I also really love the contrast with the live edge, which is nice. And how you can see the little seashells in the rivers if you look closely. Plus the turquoise stones just look so cool. I think it goes really nicely with the holly. So there you go, a wood and turquoise and epoxy board. A lot of fun to make, and it's definitely unique. Now, there are so many things you can do with a board like this. I mean, you can put legs on it and you have a super cool table. You can use it as a serving board for cheese and nuts and things. You can organize things on it. I don't know, I just love the look. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the project too in the video. Oh, also I published a video on my second channel, Darbin Notes, where I do an update about my little shed to be shop. So make sure to subscribe to that channel if you're not already, because I'm thinking of doing, you know, more casual shop updates and those kinds of things on that channel moving forward. Also, quick reminder, if you're in Virginia, I'm having a meetup at Woodcraft in Richmond this Saturday, July 13th from 9 a.m. till noon. So come by if you're in the area. Now, I'll list all the products that I used for this project in the description below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.